being a route driver has got to be the best position in the dry cleaning industry. Where else do you get to go outside, be able to see the sights, listen to whatever music you want, limited interaction when you wanted to, but then the bottom line is you have that opportunity to interact with people and control your own destiny. Join us on the Route Pro vlog sessions as we try to teach you how to do routes right or not at all.
Seven sailors in a sailboat sailed across the salty sea. They settled in and watched the sunset, eating a sandwich and sipping tea. Sam and Sue saw seven seagulls soaring high up in the sky. The seagulls swirled and swooped and swayed. It's such a sight to see them fly. It isn't very hard to guess. This song's about the letter S. More than any words by far. Start with letter S, the one that follows all. The letter S. Susie Seal sang for her supper, singing songs to get some fish. Speckled, spotted, spiny, striped, sardines and salmon are so delish. I see Sydney in the sandbox, Sally stringing beads on string.
Whoa, wait a minute. Let's rewind real quick. Let's take a look at that for a second. Boy, I hope you guys aren't upset that we stopped that song, but just had a question about it real quick. I see Sydney in the sandbox. What is that? It looks more like this. But anyway, all right. We're talking S-hooks today on our short vlog. Little video about the uses and something maybe informative to you. Some of you guys don't use them yet. When I first heard about them from Josh Watkins at Mark's Quality Cleaners, I was kind of like, this is not a good idea. However, once I saw them in action and put them into play, and I know a lot of you have done the same thing, you've been pretty impressed with the multiple uses of it. Well, I'm going to tell you something. There's actually various sizes. A lot of people don't know that, but they actually come in more than 3 sizes, but we're using 3 here at Route Pro University. There's a small, the regular size, and a larger one. Now, a couple of things have happened in recent days. First of all, there's a new tariff, and not a new sheriff, but a tariff, and that new tariff has caused the prices of S-hooks to go up. So one of the things, the smaller S-hook actually costs now 35 cents each. The regular size that most of us has been ordering has now gone up to 40 cents, and the larger one, 45 cents. But I still think it's worth it. I still think they come in handy. First of all, this S-hook here really works well when you have a situation where you might have to put it on a ledge. You know, you got to put that little ledge, and if the bag hangs down and touches with the regular size, this one stays put very well. I saw this in action. I've seen several drivers use this to keep their wash dry fold hanging in their vans. I've seen it where they've actually held orders so that they can keep the bundle together. So this is pretty well a little handy little sucker. I just ordered a whole bunch of these. They always come in groups of 25. Now, again, the standard one's really good. One thing that I think I use this the most is when they already have a wreath hanger and a wreath, I just kind of slide it underneath the wreath. This still you can put the clothes on it. works very well. These larger ones are awesome too, especially for those overhangs where you can't reach. And we have short drivers too as well. So again, this is coming in handy. So I think though you order a lot of these small ones and the medium ones, those large ones, you know, they'll come in particular situations. Anyway, let's look in the field and show some examples of S-hooks. Delivering to a house where obviously I cannot use a wreath hook and the S-hook won't hang from there, but I can put it right there on the ledge. And if you notice, I'm using a baby S-hook. Yes, you can get baby S-hooks to work right there. Another S-hook tip. Get a super long one. See how big these are? I think these are 16 inches long or something. For those higher than normal, just put it right there. Long S-hooks, guys, they really do work. Here's another situation where you can use 3 S-hooks to deliver a mega order. We've all been there. There's not enough room to hang it on the wreath hanger. You'd maybe double layer the clothes or you smash them in the door. Well, here we're able to use 3 S-hooks for an order. And again, it pays for himself. And yes, the customers do return them most of the time. Here's S-hook 101. You just happen to stick it right up there on the ledge. You do need to bend it just a little bit sometimes to get it on, but if you notice, it lays flat on there, and what's really cool about it is it's not going anywhere. I also try to stick it away from the door handle, and I also try to stick the order in the corner so that if there is a big gust, but the bottom line is, it just don't fall off. S-hooks are really good on S-road. Kind of silly. Again, this is really common when it comes to S-hooks. We have a wreath, and a real nice one too. And there's really no ledge up here for me to put the order. But as you can tell, the customer put a nail in for our S-hook, and we're able to deliver and pick up right here. A real common question we get is how many S-hooks do you end up going through in a day? And yes, sometimes you don't get them back. Most of the time they leave them out for them to be reused, much like they do a wreath hanger. Other times they'll return them with their hangers themselves, so you want to make sure you check the hanger caddy. And a lot of times they'll see 2 or 3 laying or sticking still up there. So yes, you don't always gain positive S-hooks. But here's one thing that I usually do. I kind of play the S-hook game, and I actually sometimes try to, keep 5 with me up front, and hopefully that's all I'll go through in a day. All right, one more S-hook tip. As you can see, I have no wreath hangers or any place to really hang it, and I can't reach up that high. If I had a longer S-hook, I might be able to use it, but I'm sticking a baby S-hook right here. And by doing that, I'm able to put the order in, and it doesn't drag the ground. So I'm telling you, the S-hooks can save your day, save your quality, and keep your customers happy. I hope you guys enjoyed this.
Seven sailors in a sailboat sailed across the salty sea. They settled in and watched the sunset, eating a sandwich and sipping tea. Sam and Sue saw 7 seagulls soaring high up in the sky. The seagulls swirled and swooped and swayed. It's such a sight to see them fly. It isn't very hard to guess. This song's about the letter S. More than any words by far. Start with letter S, the one that follows all. The letter S. Susie Seal sang for her supper, singing songs to get some fish. Speckled, spotted, spiny, striped, sardines and salmon are so delish. I see Sydney in the sandbox, Sally stringing beads on strings. And I see Simon's sister swimming, and Sarah somewhere swinging on the swings. It isn't very hard to guess. This song's about the letter S. More than any words by far. Start with letter S, the one that follows all. The letter S. These words are fun to say, so let's all say some, and this is how. Silly, soapy, sloppy, slurpy, sleepy,